Hi, my name's Colin Gittins. I'm a software manager from Tewkesbury, and I've always been a very active sportsman. I've now had 2 hips done with Mr McMinn, and I've actually returned to playing football, squash and regular circuit training as well. I first noticed I had a problem a few years ago when my daughter came back from the gym and she was doing the splits on the floor. And then I suddenly realised there's no way that I could do the splits. So I tried to demonstrate how far I could get down, and I could only get my legs just shoulder width apart. So I obviously knew that there was a big problem there. I decided to go to see the doctor, and my doctor said obviously that's not right. So he referred me to a hip specialist from here in Gloucester, and I went to see him. And he immediately told me that I had osteoarthritis in both hips. So he told me that all is not lost. I don't need to have a total hip replacement. I can get away with just having a hip resurfacing, which is a relatively new technique. At the time, the THR was offered as a possibility. The thing that obviously puts me off about total hip replacement is the spike going down into the femur with the possibility of it cracking. I just felt that that's only got a lifetime of 10 to 15 years maximum, just from an intuitive point of view. After quite a bit of research, I found out that the best hip doctor around is Derek McMinn from Birmingham, and the best chance of success with this particular operation is to go with someone who's got the most experience. So to that end, I went across to Birmingham, right next to my old college as it happens, and had the operation with him after a consultation period. When I went to see Derek, he immediately put me at ease, and he actually said that there's no reason why I can't get back to playing any sort of sport that I want to, and that was obviously a big bonus for me because I've just always been active. And he actually showed me one of the hips they were going to fit, and so I could actually spin the hip on the table, and I just thought that's just an amazing device. I had both hips done at the same time, which I thought was a good thing because I didn't really want 2 sets of recovery, and the operation was a complete success in my book. 2 days after the operation, they got me out of bed to start walking around with the help of a walking aid. After about 3 or 4 days, I was walking around on crutches, and 10 days later I was out of hospital. When I came back to convalesce at home, I had a period of time where I was just walking every single day, doing all of the exercises to the letter, and gradually just built up my fitness until about 6 months post-op. I went to the gym on a regular basis to try and work on my body strength, and gradually built up my fitness until I got back to playing football after about 12 months post-op. Now initially, I was very hesitant to kick a ball because obviously there's a lot of stress on the joints when you do kick a ball, but really from the word go, I just didn't feel any different, and the goalkeeper wasn't able to take the goal kick, so I'd run back, take the kick, and I could easily clear the halfway line with a kick, and I was playing really for the full 80 or 90 minutes from the word go. Following on from that, I've now been playing football for the last 4 years, and I play football now twice a week with no ill effect, and play squash and circuit training once a week as well, which involves a great deal of sort of overall fitness, but my hips manage to cope with all of that. When I play football, if I do ever mention to the opponents that I've got 2 metal hips just to make them feel better, they're absolutely incredulous that I'm actually still playing football, and I consider myself really one of the best sort of bilateral hip replacement players in the world now. If you are an active sportsman, I've always played sport. I mean, that's basically been the thing that I do. So not to play sport at all and just to watch TV every day or whatever is just something I just don't like to do. So I just couldn't believe that I was back to playing any sort of level of sport whatsoever. And getting back out into a football field you know, with everybody else who's, you know, just normal people, and play to a reasonable standard of football is just incredible to me.